Welcome back. Rajesh Bhatia is Managing Director and Chief Investment Officer at Investment Trust of India, Long Short Fund. Rajesh, good morning. Great to have you with us here. On balance, how are things looking, Rajesh, now? Because the market, the bank nifty is almost back at highs, and the nifty is sort of tantalizingly close, 2.5% away. But from here out, how are things looking?
I think it's very conspicuous that the India story is catching the imagination of many people, not least the global players as well. I think that you're seeing a lot of research or narratives around India being a place to be in for the next 3-5 years, given the structural challenges that all of the developed markets are really seeing. So that narrative has really caught the imagination of a lot of investors. And also the fact that given the rough sentiment that was there prevailing in the global markets and which has now seen some kind of bounce back, that has certainly helped our markets as well, to kind of bounce back. So on the positive side, that is really what you're seeing. Some of the FIs have come back, etc. On the negative side, I think, I just heard you, Prashant, talking about how earnings have been really weak. And I think you're really right on the button there. I think the earnings season hasn't really transpired in any healthy manner. I think as you move forward, given the weak rural, given the still pressures from a global slowdown, and given rising interest rate environment, it's very difficult to see how you can have significant earnings upgrade, as you move forward. And as we speak, we are at the top tier of valuations at a time when cost of capital has gone up dramatically and very fast. That leaves very little room for error as far as valuations are concerned and as far as markets are concerned. I think as a fund manager, as you move forward, our objective now is really to focus on stocks and make it a more stock-specific approach, as you move forward. That's really where we are.
Okay, stock-specific approach. So that's our cue, right? Tell us a little bit about how you approach these global-facing companies like Tata Motors, for example, where there are still a lot of challenges. JLR's recovery is not panning out as well as one would have expected. What do you do with names like this?
So, I don't have a specific view on that company, but I can just tell you that we are a little more apprehensive of global exposures at this moment. And I would be a little more cautious as to how the prognosis for the future. Look, when you have such a significant change in the market complex globally, in such a significant outsized increase in the cost of capital, I think you're bound to have accidents which you cannot foresee, liquidity issues somewhere. I think you're seeing some of that in the crypto market. But given that complex, I would say that we are a little more cautious on the global facing companies as you move forward.
Okay. All right. Rajesh, request you to just hang on. We have our first corporate that's joining. We'll come back to chat with you. Galaxy Surfactants, well, they reported a good set of numbers. Revenues jumped up by 40%. The margins as well expanded.